Hello, hello. Here is the Gibbon. Again, live. I've been on vacation for 5 days on the Black Sea, so I wasn't uploading much, but now I'm in the game again. In this video, I wanted to talk about desires, about having libido. And for people who don't know, this is the channel mainly focused on premature ejaculation and related conditions, and it is made to support people with those problems. And we have amazing results in this YouTube channel. Today and last week we had amazing new updates. I'm going to talk about them in the next video or in some of the next videos. I don't know exactly in which video. But today the thing is the libido. Hello. What is having a libido, and what means if you have it? What means if you don't have it? And some guys, they do semen retention, and some guys are like celibacy. They practicing celibacy, and I wanted to talk about these things to make them clear. And yeah, let's do this. There are two ways: have a great libido. What this means to have desire to have sex, great desire. And other thing is you don't have libido. You're not wanting the girl. You don't want to do it for one or other reason. And what means if you have libido? If you have libido, that means you're okay, you're healthy. That means, but exactly what is having a libido? Having a libido is like having it all the time, not only when you are relaxed, when you are walking the street, when you see girls on the street. Yeah, this is one thing. Well, if you want that girl, it's one thing. But having libido, great libido, is also if you are with your girl or with some girl, it doesn't matter, but it is having a reflex. It is all like a reflex. You are not thinking about ding dong, bing blong, and other things that makes you obnoxious. You're not thinking about many stressful stuff, and you are completely focused on the girl. That means having a great libido. That means you see her, you grab her. It's all, even the sex is like a reflex for you. That means you are absolutely healthy, and you have great energy flow. And also, of course, this is other thing, but you are able to control yourself during the sex. And what means if you don't have libido? And this is super important thing, because some guys, they don't have libido because they have poor energy, and they think like they are really with really aware people, really old people with a lot of experience, and like this is they're like, oh, I'm above those things, and I don't enjoy these things anymore. But they say it like it is something that that they go through, and it's not interesting for them. This means two things. One thing is they are good yogis, very good at practicing yoga, and they can transform their energy, their libido. They can transform that energy. There are specific exercises in yoga called the bandhas, especially made for transforming the energy, accumulating the energy in some areas in the body, and manipulating the energy. So they are transforming the sexual energy into the higher energy. That means they have different energies. They call it prana, tejas, and ojas, and they call it higher and lower energy. the prana is the lowest energy, and they transform it to ojas with the specific exercises. And by this transforming, they have less desire to have sex, or have no desire to have sex. And this is one thing. But the other thing is, if you don't have libido, you're just sick. You just don't have energy. You're not having you have blockages in your energy, and you are not able even to have desires. Having desires is something really important in traditional Chinese medicine. Not having desires means that your heart meridian is blocked. This is super important for your sex life, because it drives you, and having not having desires and having like conditions, like health conditions, means 100% that with low libido and bad health, that means that you're just sick man. You're not a guy who are like above those things and don't want to search for sex anymore. This is not the case. The case is that if you have desires, you're healthy. And of course, if it is combined with great sexual performance, you're like completely healthy. But not having desires is not good thing, that means that there is a problem. And the exercises in this YouTube channel are super good, because they fix those desires, and they make the sex like a reflex. You are not thinking so much about those things. You are just want the girl, and once the things go to the, I don't know the base things, but third base is the last base, I don't know. But if you go to having sex in this situation, it will all happen supernaturally. And this means it's okay. All the animals, I graduated veterinary medicine, and in physiology exercises, we did the experiments with animals, with frogs, for example. They have hug reflex or grabbing reflex. I don't know what is if on a male frog, if the frog has testosterone enough, and you touch the belly of the frog, he's like grabbing it and ready to start, And for people, of course, it's not absolutely the same. It's not like touching your belly and you're having it, but it is reflex in the people too. So if you have really great energy flow in your body, all thing will happen as a reflex. You enjoy it, of course, but all thing is like making it supernatural. And this thing is super bad, because if you don't have this reflex, some guys, they don't have premature ejaculation, but they have delayed ejaculation. They cannot ejaculate, and this is also a bad condition. The girls are okay, but they cannot make their boyfriend to the end. He's also sad, but he is not enjoying this, because he's not having these reflexes. The having sex for him is not good. He's waiting till his girlfriend go to other room and he starts to masturbate or things like this. This is also a bad condition. And I have great improvement in 17-year-old kid in Bulgaria. His father is one of my yoga students in one yoga studio that I teach. And I talked about those things about my YouTube channel, and his father said, "Oh, okay, you need to talk with my son." And I said, "Okay, no problem." And his son come to my place, and he's like, no homo, but this is a beautiful guy, He's like super tall, muscular, boxer. All the girls like him, all the girls in Bulgaria. All the girls know in Bulgaria, but in his school, like other girls, I'm sure that they like him. But he slept with some girls, have no ejaculation, cannot ejaculate, and I said, okay, let's do you do what I do, what I'm doing. It will took 90 minutes, and he was like, yes, like doing paida here, of course, a lot stronger here, and then here on the back of the knee, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes on the back of the knee. And through that time, I was explaining him these things. Like sex is like a reflex. You are missing this. You have blockages in your body, and you cannot do it till the end because of those blockages. And then he was like, okay, tonight I have a date. So he did that with me, 90 minutes, and then I was at work, and he was calling me 1 time, 3 times, 4 times, and I was thinking that there is something bad happened. And I mean, I was, why he's calling me so much. And then after work, I called him, and I was, what's going on? Are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm okay. I just wanted to tell you what happened. I ejaculated, and this is amazing thing for him. This is like super special thing for him. And yeah, so this thing may sound for you like a strange thing, but it is really needs to happen like a reflex. I mean, yeah, it is like this. So to summarize the things I said in this video, this about the libido, because I'm making this video because it is important to know what is the libido and what sign it is, if you have it, if you don't have it. And yeah, to summarize, having libido and looking for your libido, analyzing it is an important thing, and it is like a sign if you are healthy, if you're not healthy, and or if you are transforming your energy. Many people, they don't have libido before started practicing lajin or paida on the knee and inner side of the elbow, but now they have better libido and also morning erection. This is super important. That means the energy goes super like with no disruption. I don't know. And also but I need to focus. So they have it. Once they have energy, they have the reflex, they have the morning erection, they have the libido, they have the sexual reflex. They want that. They want that girl with great desire, with great libido. And before the sex, during the sex, and they still want her after the sex. And not having libido means that you are like a yogi. If you practice yoga, some yogis can do it. There are some exercises that can transform the sexual energy. Some bandhas, they are pelvic locks, abdominal lock, and chin lock. And also there are like asanas, like headstand. This is like also lowers your libido. But first of all, like Shirshasana, the headstand, he will not cure your premature ejaculation for sure. The asana will lower your libido, but low libido means this or bad health. If you don't have libido, you don't practice yoga, that means bad health. Okay, and having libido is something really important. Not having libido does not mean that you are smarter, that you have greater interest than in sexual area. That not means that you're super intelligent and you don't need that stupid things in your life. to think about them. That means you have problem, really. And it could be a problem with the heart. It can be problem with the liver, can be problem with the kidney, all these energies, you know. And yeah, this is the thing I wanted to say in this video. If you have questions, of course you can ask me. But as always, I really want to thank you guys for your feedbacks. Today I received amazing feedback from a guy from New York. He's going to make a testimonial video. I'm sure about this. I also will upload the testimonial video from this 17-year-old kid. He will also do it. And I don't know how is it in your country, but in Bulgaria, I think that most of the people are doing sex like for first time in their lives. Like, what's the testimony about what dreams or pee? From New York, the guy from New York has really bad PE, really bad PE, like even I think he was even worse than me. But I will let him tell his story. And now he has so big improvement that is maybe hundreds of times lasting longer, you know. Like hundreds of times. In me, in me it's the same. I'm also having hundreds of times more stamina. And yeah, nice. Okay, so if you have questions, don't be shy, email me and we'll talk about those things. I don't charge anybody. This kid has this improvement absolutely for free, because I was like, okay, we are just making a practice. And yeah, I was talking to him, having telling him know-how. But he's 17 years old. You know, he's like not working anything, and I didn't charge him anything, and he's super thankful. Also, this guy from New York, super thankful. Today I had the practice with two of my students here in Bulgaria, live practice. Like we have a place, we go and do a paida. And the guy also said me that he was never experienced such a great results as the results after the paida on the knee. This was the greatest thing. But really important is that we are doing it together live, and it is really easy to do it if you talk with someone, because 90 minutes are a lot of time if you are just alone and practice. But if you have group with guys or girls also, there is no problem. You just do it here or here, and the time passes super easy. You're talking, it's really funny actually, and yeah, it is great. So thank you so much for your watching. See you in the next video. I was on the vacation and I stopped working on the book, but now I will start again. It is already done in Bulgarian, my native language, but for me now is the hardest thing to translate it, because as you can see, my English is like not the best knowledge in my life. Thank you guys. See you next time.